Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot reading for the week of May 22nd to the 28th. So first message from your angels, we have ask your angels, okay? So this month you are actually being asked to really connect with your spirit guides. Did I say month? This week you are being asked to really connect with your spirit guides, ask your angels for help. And like, I'm feeling a high degree of spirituality for you this week. So I would highly recommend doing meditation, doing breath work, doing yoga, whatever it is you do to feel connected to source, spirit, universe, your higher self, whatever your belief system is, do it this week, okay? Going out into nature, if that's all you gotta do, do it, okay? If you find your church in going to hang out with all your girlfriends or whatever, then do that. Like whatever your church is, whatever your spirituality, your spiritual practices, do that this week and really connect with your guides. Ask new guides to come forward if you want. You also have the message. So this is your spiritual teaching for this week, the thing that the universe is trying to teach you at this time. You have Pachamama in reversed, and this is such a beautiful message that I actually want to read it to you from the book. Pachamama is essentially Mother Earth. I'll give you, here's the essence according to the book. Pachamama represents the unconditional love that the earth has for all of her children, including the stones, the plants, the animals, and humans. She is goddess of earth, also known as Gaia, who pervades all creation in our planet. Thanks to Pachamama, our timeless soul can experience life in a biological body. The joy and pain we taste during our brief time on Earth are invitations to discover the boundless love of Pachamama. I'm holding this the wrong way. So that's what that is. Now, with this card in reversed, there is a healing that Mother Earth is trying to teach you right now. There is a medicine that she is offering you, and this is what it is. You still believe that you have been cast out of the Garden of Eden, that you are motherless and homeless. You suppose that you need to work very hard to survive or thrive. This message almost makes me want to cry because I know this energy so well of just feeling like you are so alone in life. Like every dollar, every blessing, you have to earn it on your own and there's no help for you. When it says motherless, think of that energy of being a child and you have a problem and it's your parents resolve it all for you. That all of your problems, all of your needs and wants, they're just taken care of by your parents. That is the energy that I feel you've been so far removed from. And it's not that you have to leave that energy behind the second you become an adult. You really don't, and it's really unnatural to not have that energy in your life. And that's what this medicine is. It's you need to realize there are so many spirits in this earth that are here to make your life easier, that are here to support you, not just humans. The stones have medicine. The plants have medicine for your soul. Everything in this earth has something they can offer you for free. And this has been a lesson that I've been going through personally so hardcore right now, which makes sense. I'm also an Aquarius rising, so this would make a little bit of sense for me. So I'll help you understand this by sharing my wisdom as well. But literally just right next to me, I have 3 stones. And I always have had crystals and stones for a few years now. But I really, really started working with their power, and I underestimated their power so much because I started talking to them as if they were a spirit, because they are a spirit. And I literally would select certain stones that held certain frequencies and vibrations, and I would set the intention of why I was selecting them and why I was carrying them that day. So for example, I was going to have a really difficult conversation with someone one day, and I selected some stones that are good for difficult conversations and staying calm and creating good, wonderful memories amongst people, having that heart space open amongst 2 people. I selected them with the intention that I would have the highest outcome possible come from that conversation. And I ended up having this amazing time, and it was so healing. We released so much resentment. We got on the same page. It was beautiful. And the reason I'm telling you this story is because all of that came from just literally working with crystal medicine, okay? And same thing happened herbally. I've been talking to actually herbs and plants and taking in their medicine, their help. You know, I was just telling this to another group. I was struggling with anxiety so much earlier this year, to the point where like it was actually like physically creating problems for me. And I simply the spirit of ashwagandha introduced themselves to me literally through the internet. Like I kept seeing ashwagandha everywhere after like never even knowing it was a thing. And I'm like, you know what? I just feel intuitively guided to try it out. And I did. And literally all of my physical symptoms went away that were caused by anxiety. And it literally like was the medicine that I needed and has helped my life tremendously. Like my quality of life went up exponentially, and it only cost me $12. Like even when I went to the supplement store, it was like 50% off. It was like the universe was guiding me in that direction. So anyways, that is the power of Pachamama. That is the power of Mother Earth. All of her medicine, all of her teachings are free. Okay, you don't need money for this. You do not need money to be taken care of by Mother Earth. She offers everything for free. It's just a certain frequency and way of thinking that you need to tune into. So you think that you're cast out of the Garden of Eden, that you're motherless, that you're homeless. You suppose that you need to work very hard to survive or thrive. It is time to stop suffering, Aquarius. Let go of that old myth and realize that you were given the garden to rejoice in and to become a steward. Your melancholy is really a longing to return to the heart of Pachamama. Listen deeply to the mother who is always there for you. Walk in beauty and honor all life. Mother Earth always provides abundantly, way more than you need. And we've become so far separated from it. It's actually insane how far separated, like mentally, just, my ring just flew off my finger. That was wild. Yeah, anyways, your energy oracle card that came out for you this week is the Door to Value in reversed. And this is working hand in hand with this energy. Feeling like you need to work so hard to earn every single dollar that you make, every single blessing that comes your way, you have to work for it. And that way of thinking is simply going to get you nowhere in life. It's going to get you nowhere in life. If you're feeling all alone, if you are working as an island, like I have to do everything, I have to do this or that or nothing will get done, you will get nothing done in life. Okay, because that is not the way of nature. Nature is an ecosystem. It is not an island. And the reason you have been experiencing a lack of flow in your abundances, in your health, in your life, feeling like you only have the bare minimum in all areas of life, or in one area of life that's like eating away at your happiness, it's because of this mindset of being an island. I have to do everything. I have to be this, do this. Get help. Get help. And you know, it's such a, I'm going to spend a lot of time talking about this because I feel like it's such a hard concept to really understand. When someone says like, oh yeah, accept all the help you're offered. What does that even mean? What does that even mean, get help? What does that even mean, like, don't be an island? What does that even mean, don't be independent? When you've been that way for so long, you literally don't know what that means. You don't know what that looks like. Like, how does that even happen? No one's offering me help. First off, recognize everything has a spirit. Everything in this reality can help you, okay? And you can openly talk. And we're seeing mediumship coming through for you this week with Ask Your Angels. Like literal mediumship. Earlier this week, like I just said, I had this beautiful relationship with the spirit of ashwagandha. And I was taking my supplement and I was literally like, ashwagandha and all the other herbs, it's a multi-supplement with different, very beautiful, magical, medicinal herbs like holy basil and alma extract and etc. And I was viewing them as like a group of spirits that have come together to really help me out. And I'm like, hey, if there are any other spirits that you feel like I can really benefit from and that you'd work well with, please feel free to kind of bring them into my life, bring them into my rotation. And literally that same day, I felt randomly guided to pick up my green aventurine, and I was researching all about this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I did the same thing that I was just telling you with the crystals, asking the crystal for an intention. And I asked for my intention, and literally within seconds it happened. Like it was magical. And then I was like guided towards other things like matcha, which is like just tea, right? You'd think like random thing, whatever, but it's like there's all these antioxidants and it gives you energy but keeps you calm. And I'm like, that's exactly what I need. So I mean, like, ask these spirits for help. When like I hate to sound so far out there and like hippie, because that's, you know, how we make it seem nowadays when people are connected spiritually. But like, you really need to truly, at the core of your level, at the core of your being rather, understand that everything has a spirit, and literally you are not alone, and you don't even need to rely on humans to be helping you here. You can rely on the spirit, the help of animals, of plants, of stones, of trees. Like, I know that sounds so weird for many people who were raised in this very capitalistic, hardcore society separated from nature, but like, that is normal for humans. That is normal. That is how things are supposed to be. Like, you're not meant to suffer in this reality. You're not meant to be alone. You're meant to work as an ecosystem, and there are plants, there are stones that are a part of this ecosystem that literally all they want to do is help humans. Like, literally, that's all they want to do. Help humans. Okay, heal humans. Allow you to get everything you want and need out of life. Like, I could go on and on. Honestly, like, the reality that we grew up in, our modern society, doesn't necessarily want people to talk about this stuff. Because, like, I could go on a whole tangent about the pharmaceutical industry and versus, like, herbal medicine. But, like, that's the type of stuff that is really triggering and controversial, and people are, like, all, like, I literally got such a negative comment on my other channel, because I was talking about this, and someone's like, you're really playing with fire there, telling people that the pharmaceutical industry is evil, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I never said that I never said that pharmaceuticals are bad. I was just suggesting that maybe they are overprescribed because it's a multi-billion-dollar market that thrives on earning money. Maybe they're overprescribed to people with mental issues that can be resolved with therapy, with certain herbal supplements, with making sure that you get your blood checked, making sure that you have all these nutrients, you're getting enough exercise, basic earthly medicines, basic Mama Earth stuff. So anyways, very controversial stuff. People in society do not want to talk about the fact that everything that you need is already provided for by Mother Earth. Like, straight up. Okay? So, moving on. We're gonna get some tarot. This tangent would come out during Aquarius's reading. Can I just say that? Like, your energy is aligned. Aquarius energy is so, like, far out there. Very far out there. So I don't think you're judging me for having these beliefs. Anyways, first card out for you, getting more detail into the week ahead, is the Four of Water. This is a sense of, I don't want to say boredom, but like kind of disappointment in life is what I want to say. So this makes a lot of sense with what we were picking up on, just feeling like you have to manifest everything, you're on your own. Oh, so frustrating, so draining. That is showing that energy there. So then we go to the Seven of Earth in reversed, which is again showing that energy. This is literally the card of tedious repetition, feeling like you have to do every little thing to get anything out of life. It's like living in a house and you're thinking to yourself, if I don't clean, no one will. If I don't do this, I won't earn a cent. Like, it's just that sense of having no help at all when so many spirits are around you trying to help you, like more than just your angels. And it's like, I can go off on another tangent about this. Mediumship is way more than talking to dead people. Like, literally everything has a spirit, and you are surrounded by spirits right now. Like, right now, the spirit of this pen is right here. The spirit of this stone, this ancient multi-million-year-old stone, has a spirit. This deck has a spirit. I have a spirit. This camera has a spirit. Like, everything has a spirit. And you can talk to them and get their help. And the thing is, Aquarius, I feel like you need help right now. And sometimes it's hard for us to admit that we need help, but like, that's another piece of wisdom and an epiphany that I had earlier this month, is like, admit when you need help. And it's not necessarily going back to your parents who disowned you and be like, oh, I need help, like, please do this, please do that. It could be that for some people, but, you know, accept help from the universe, man. Like, make your life easier. I remember when I was a child, like, I literally refused. Like, I felt like if I was in pain, I had to sit through that pain. I refused to take any medicine at all, herbal or not, okay? I was like, this pain is meant to be my reality right now, and I'm gonna sit through it and blah, blah, blah. I was making my life harder than it needed to be, honestly, like, straight up. So it's like, why are you making your life harder than it needs to be, Aquarius? Get help. Get the help that you need. Make life easier for yourself. Queen of Water, exactly. This is you. This is the energy you're taking on this week. You're learning how to be more compassionate with yourself and, you know, make sure that your emotional needs are being met. Make sure that your physical needs are being met. Also, I see you bringing in a Queen of Water type of person in your life. So they could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It doesn't have to be a woman. It could be any gender. This is just someone who's extremely nurturing, generous, supportive. They're gonna listen to you. They're gonna hear you out. And also, I'm seeing a vision here of like actually opening up to the people around you about your struggles. Actually opening up about how difficult things have been for you, because you don't realize it, but I feel like you've been storing so much of it within yourself, and it's like, again, I get this vision of just like when you're a young child and you have all the stress and you just like open up and start bawling your eyes out to your parent and they're supportive or whatever. A lot of people didn't even have this experience, but I'm asking you to imagine it and get what I'm saying. It's like you cry to your parent, they hug you, and like because they're an adult, like they're taking care of everything for you, and you know that you're in safe arms. That is the energy that you've been lacking for, I want to say, many years. And that lack of that energy is why you're having a hard time manifesting more than the bare minimum for yourself, okay? And Mama Earth is saying, like, I am your mother. I am trying to provide for you. Open your arms up and accept this help, like, that is around you, from the spirits around you at this time. Literally, your friends, your human friends, tell them your struggles. Tell them what's on your mind. Like, stop being so... It's almost like you don't want to worry anyone. You want to keep it all in, but like, get the help that you need. Okay, second row out, fourth card. We have the 4 of Air reversed right underneath that 4 of Water upright. The number 4 is about stability. You might have been lacking stability recently, and I just really feel like you're opening the door. Like, you truly have an opportunity to open the doors of abundance. Open the doors of change here when you open up. To open the door that you felt like was shut, the door to value, the door to abundance, you need to open up your heart and accept help from others. Accept, like, to communicate with the people around you. Also, 4 of Air in reversed gives me a much needed rest. Like, allowing yourself to put down your responsibilities, put down your burdens, and just care for yourself. Just take a nice sleep, wear your sweatpants, allow yourself to have some nice, entertaining fun, whatever it is for you. Like, if you're addicted to being productive, like, go play some video games, go read a novel, go, like, do something that isn't productive just to let your soul rest, to let yourself rest, to get lost in the joy of life again. And just, I'm almost seeing, like, just allowing other people to take care of you, like a child, like a sick child, and the adults in your life have everything taken care of for you. You don't have to do your chores, you don't have to make your own food, like, you're being taken care of. No, I don't know. I like this energy for you, because it's like, I just feel like you've been strong for way too long, and Spirit's like, it's time for you to stop being strong, and it's time for you to start letting the universe actually help you. And that is what you were missing. Like, you're like, universe, why aren't you helping me? But it's like you weren't letting the universe help you. The universe is all around you. It is the people around you. It is the plants in your life. It's the stones in your life. Let them help you. Accept the help from them. The universe isn't just gonna, like, manifest into this random, like, person that appears in front of you like, hi, I am the universe, and here's everything that you need right now. Like, you ask for help from the universe, and it's like, it's all around you already. Okay, moving on. Center of your spread is the 3 of Fire. Look at the changes that are happening so quickly this week when you finally make this shift in your mindset. The thing is, like, everything I'm describing right now, it feels like a mental shift. It really does feel like a mental shift that leads you to actually moving forward in life and achieving some of the goals that you set out on and opening up that doorway to abundance that you've been wanting. 6th card out is the 5 of Fire. Feeling like everything's a battle, everything's a struggle. You guys really need to get out of this mindset, I swear. 7th card out, we're now on the 3rd row, is the Queen of Earth in reversed. So it seems like this back and forth wobbly energy of like, kind of like a baby learning how to walk, where it's like they take a few steps, then they fall down. They take a few more steps, they fall down. That's how I feel like you are being when it comes to adapting this new mindset, where you're like, you know what, I'll accept help, like I will do this, I do that. And then it's like, you fall down a little bit and you're like, you go back to this like sort of pessimism of, I have to do everything on my own, life is so hard, blah, 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 blah. And then you stand back up and then you're back in this positive mindset. And it's like, I feel like the more you practice this, the longer you're staying in that positive mindset of accepting help from those around you and continuing to do what it is that you do to offer your medicine, your healing wisdom to those around you. And it's like you start to become more and more enmeshed in this ecosystem that is Mother Earth, that is life. And once you're enmeshed in that ecosystem, all of your needs, wants, desires are provided for you. So I just feel like you're practicing that this week and becoming better at it. And you will start to notice an upward momentum happening in your life. The more you step into this positivity, the more you step into this kind of sense of greater community and help. We have the Hermit coming out for you. I definitely feel a hermit mode for you this week, just wanting to stay in, wanting to relax, wanting to drop all responsibilities. This week kind of feels like a warm hug to me of just like allowing yourself to be where you're at right now, even if you don't have all of your needs met, even if you don't have everything you need to feel super secure. You're just like hugging yourself and saying it's okay. And you're allowing help to come into your life. I know I kept saying that, but like, I don't know how else to put it. It just feels like you're letting more help enter your life. And it's like slowly the universe is able to trickle in supports so that you're not feeling so alone. You're not feeling like you have to do everything on your own. And this help can come through, like some of you guys might literally be starting a new medicine or starting a new practice that will be so beneficial for you. Like the change that you feel it within yourself is drastic, you know? And the same energy that I felt when I started taking ashwagandha, I'm feeling for your reading, where it's like, this whole time I was struggling with anxiety. All I had to do was take this herb in the morning and in the night, and like literally it's gone. Like, what the heck? I was working so hard, and I did work so hard for so long to adapt all these anti-anxiety habits. And I don't regret waiting to try the supplement, because I did develop so many anti-anxiety habits, like meditating every single night and reducing my caffeine consumption. So it was greater for me. Like the struggle and going through the struggle and suffering, like while it sucked, I did learn so much from that. And I just feel like you shifting and you'll make the same realization, where it's like, yes, I struggled, but I learned so much from it, and I'm just happy to be out of it now. I'm happy to be receiving help now. Okay. And then you end off with Strength in reversed, which is like totally the energy of this whole reading here. Like literally just let yourself admit that you need help. Let yourself be vulnerable. Tell the people around you the struggles that you're going through, and don't be too strong, too tough to accept help. You know, that's true strength, is knowing your weakness. True strength is opening up, being vulnerable, and allowing help to enter. How many times am I going to say that this reading? I'm so sorry, guys, but like for real, that's all it is. That is the answer to opening this door to value, this door to abundance that you've been building. I feel like you've been building this via the law of attraction, via your affirmations, like just loading up the universe, your energy, with all of this prosperity and love that is just waiting for you to open the floodgates. And the key, and it's funny we say key because there's literally keys here, the key to opening that door, because it felt like a blockage. Like, why is everything being blocked? I'm doing everything right. I feel, you know, my energy gaining momentum, like I'm in a more and more better position in life to be manifesting good things to me. The key for you to opening that gate is to what do you think it is, Aquarius? To get help. Allow yourself to be helped. To allow other people to help you. Allow spirits to help you. To be vulnerable. then it's literally like you're opening the doors for the universe to helping you. You're accepting help from the people around you, and also accept help from multiple places, like multiple streams of income. Everyone tells you to do that for a reason. Like, it's an ecosystem. Okay, you can't get all of your success from one thing. Think of nature, think of your ancestors. If they only ate one plant, that plant would go extinct, there would be none left. There's not an abundance of one plant, but there is an abundance of plants. So they would get a lot of different plants and a lot of different connections and a lot of different, like, everything, so that their reality was abundant. And that is the abundance that they talk about when they say nature is abundant. So many different things here to help you, so many different medicines and foods and connections out there in the wild for you. So yeah, open up those streams and allow that abundance to come through from thousands of different spirits that are willing to help you, okay? Thank you guys for joining me. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And this was a deep reading. I almost feel like I didn't get the full message across to you for some reason, because it just feels like there's a lot here. You know, I definitely want to say, like, diversify, like, increase the amount of good things flowing into your life, increase the sources of income, increase the helpful foods that you're eating, increase the helpful people around you, like, just really make an environment, an ecosystem of success around you, and make the most of that coming through. I don't know what else to say. I hope the message delivered. Thank you for joining me. Comment how this resonated down below. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Like this video to help a girl out. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description, spiritpsychic.org, and I will see you for the next reading. Bye bye.